Yes, I'm shocked. I was happily surprised. I thought that it could possibly be like that, but I never really had, what you would call like a financial hit.
Yes.
And so, it was shocking. At the same time, I know it sounds weird, but like it always, as I was making it, seemed like in some ways it was destined for that, or it had that. It was tapped into something, and the actors and the people involved were tapped into something.
I told you this last night. I have a very good friend in Switzerland who is very sophisticated about movies. And when he saw your movie, he said, I think it's the most irresponsible movie I've ever seen. I said, well, I loved it's not that good. I mean, but the most irresponsible movie ever made is really a title. What do you think is the most irresponsible movie ever made?
The most irresponsible? What was that? Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. I'm pretty clustered on that. Cecil B. DeMille, he punishes the sequel when they're making it, so I agree. But being called the most irresponsible film ever made, that's kind of would look good on the box too,
Man, I'm gonna take your quote.
Yeah.
Oh, your friend's quote. Yeah.
And another critic said that it feels like an underground movie forced on the multiplex, which is true. I saw it in a multiplex theater, a theater I'd never go to. It wasn't even playing in the art cinema.
Yeah, but that was what I wanted so much. I didn't want it to just. I would feel like because I didn't think that the film was just a film. I needed it to have tentacles in some ways, and culturally, I wanted it to. It had to play in the malls. Like it wasn't meant to be an exclusive. It wasn't meant to be a film that you had to qualify yourself for. I mean, obviously there are elements of those things in there that people who know film or those types of cinematic references or things that they'll see maybe that other people won't. But I didn't care about that. I wanted it to be a pop spectacle. I wanted the film to be a kind of pop poem, to have images and sounds coming from all directions. And so part of it was like when the actors would be texting or Instagramming in between takes. Like I thought I would never stand for that. On a normal film, but it made perfect sense to me because that was what it was about. It was that kind of culture of surface.
And the fact that casting was so amazing, you had all these Disney girls doing this, and I said,